I gotta say,
He's
it's
got
hard.
an E for a name. Big E. We had a funny promo that one time where I just went through every E name I could think of.
That haunted me for a while. Just the name. There's a lot. I feel like I want to pick a New Day match, but I'd have to say probably the Raw match I had with Punk. I think Maddox. It was like I think it was early in the show. Whatever Maddox called or something where he challenged someone to come down and fight, something like that, and it was just a match. Obviously, Punk up, of course, but no, it was a big thing for me because I spent. So my bodyguard run was over with Dolph and AJ. Spent about 6 weeks doing nothing on Raw or SmackDown, just Superstars main event. And then I remember the morning of that Raw, I got my travel for the next week, and I wasn't going to Raw. It was just SmackDown. So it's not looking good. It's like the beginning of the end. They're not going to take me to Raw anymore. I might be sent back down. It's not looking good. And then I show up to work that day and find out that I have the match with Punk, and it went well. We got to work again, I think the next day at SmackDown, and then that was my babyface turn. And the cool thing for me was finding out later, I talked to AJ, who obviously I was aligned with for a while, and she told me afterwards that Punk asked to work with me, and I got an opportunity afterwards to thank him. And he really he said some really positive things, and you know, told me that talent always rises to the top, and you just deserve an opportunity. So for a guy who really had no real allegiances with me, he didn't owe me anything. He was in a much better spot than I was. For him to stick his neck out, talk to Vince, and ask to work with me was really cool. So I was at a position then where I didn't know if things were going to go well for me on the main roster, if I was going to be sent back down, or kind of where my career was headed. So I feel like I don't know if I ever get an opportunity to do what I'm doing now with the New Day if it wasn't for Punk. So it's just one of those things that I'm eternally grateful for. And it's the match, which went well, and it's also the backstory with him sticking his neck out. So I'll never have a negative word to say about him because that meant a lot to me.
Oh, Punk's a tremendous performer too, man.
Yeah.
And cares enough to know that you're a guy that he could work with and have some fun with.
Yeah.
Plus he gets to take the pillow finish.
Yeah. Well, he didn't end up taking the pillow finish, but
Aftermath, maybe.